welcome to the Lone Star State and Houston, Texas. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, this was once Clutch City. Now it's no doubt the land of threes.
Oh, Ed, do you smell that? There's some seasoning going on out there. There's going to be some cooking tonight.
It could be sizzling here this evening. Let's get ready for the opening tip. Jay, Golden State, a team with all-stars, future Hall of Famers, and since adding Kevin Durant 2 years ago, a team 1 through 4 that you have to account for every single guy on the floor to start games.
And Ed, when you think about great guards, when you think about Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, what's the glue that keeps them all together? A modern-day big man, a guy like Draymond Green, who can be utilized in a pick-and-pop scenario, can shoot the three, can put the ball down on the ground and create shots for the shooters. He only leads the team in assists, by the way, but his ability to be a Dennis Rodman 3.0 in the defensive end, that's the reason why Golden State could win another championship.
Wow, that was worm-like right there. Now it's Harden at the controls. To Paul. Harden against the former Cougar. From long range, his first effort off the mark. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads a bucket to Cousins. And the basket good at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Harden to Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul here against Steph. Slam dunk. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Kevin Durant, 2 for 3 now here in the first. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Kevin Durant with the block. Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Gets it in the left corner. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Green to Thompson. Durant. Anthony with the rebound. Harden in possession. 8-2 our score. Yes! He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
P.J. Tucker trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Off the mark on his free throw. To Curry. Fires the three. Working hard on the glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here's Paul. Controlling the offense. To Anthony. Beyond the arc for three. Well, their first three, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Steph Curry missed his first. That one goes.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Anthony takes aim at Steph Curry. He shoots, off the mark. And the reward, he's going to the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Clint Capella at the line for 2 shots. A career 48% free throw shooter. First try, no good. Oh, he missed them both. To Durant. Thompson. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Paul to Harden. Anthony. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden with it up top. They find themselves down 10. For three, they'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Durant to Shaun Livingston. Here's a chance from long range. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. Gordon with it. Right now, down 7. Paul, that's off the side of the rim, short. To Durant. Fires the three, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead.
I got ball. That's me.
Throws it down. Deep three at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. We played one with the visiting Warriors out on top. Jay and I return to Houston after this. It's the NBA, and it's on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rockets have the ball. Nene. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Livingston to bring it up. It's an 11-point game. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Gordon, tough matchup with Draymond Green. To Carter Williams. 5 on the shot clock. Carter Williams. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. To Durant. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Gordon with it. Down 11. 4-3. That one and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Durant sizing up Eric Gordon to Green. To Durant. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Draymond Green. Tips it. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line. Nene. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 66%. And hits the first free throw.
Number 11, Klay Thompson. Into the game for number 17, PJ Tucker.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Thompson. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Knight into the front court. Trailing by 10. From the painted area. Won't go down. From long range. And the rebound by Nene. Carter Williams with it up top. He'll run the offense.
Light him up, light him up.
To P.J. Tucker, going to launch, beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Eric Gordon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Curry to Green. Curry. Textbook defense. Gordon with it. Looking to make something happen. To Carter Williams. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. Paul. Harden against Klay Thompson. To Paul. And he finishes at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Steph Curry. Harden's on him. Steph Curry. 2 of 4 now. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Harden in possession. Now down 6. To Capella. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry, yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
It's James Harden once again.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive. Time expires to end the first half. The Warriors with the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Warriors have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Kevin Durant has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Paul with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. To Harden. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Harden defended by Thompson. To Paul. Gets it down to Capella. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Curry. Steph Curry. 4 out of 7.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
To Durant. Carmelo Anthony swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
He gets it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Thompson. To Green. Durant. Message received. Well defended.
Okay. I know you were knocking down everything in the first half, but that's not the case so far in the second. Maybe it's time to start executing your offense.
Paul in a matchup with Boogie. Runner here won't go. To Curry. Steph Curry. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Paul driving, but he can't connect. To Curry. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense. Paul across the timeline. His guys down by 9. Anthony to Harden. Paul to Harden. Beyond the arc for 3 with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Baseline drive. Kevin Durant. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
James Harden at the controls. To Anthony. Not that time. To Durant. Thompson. Well defended.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and getting to the rack.
Here comes the screen. It's Paul for 2. Ooh, Chris Paul. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Durant matched up with P.J. Tucker. Just not going down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Durant across the timeline. Up 6. Not going down for him this time. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Stephen Curry has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 90% at the line. First one goes down.
Subbing in for the Golden State Warriors.
Goes 2 for 2. Gordon with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Anthony, defended by Draymond Green. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
To shoot for Golden State. Thompson to Curry for 3, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. Stephen Curry with a look, and he hits.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. If you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Paul matched up with the two-time MVP. Anthony to P.J. Tucker. Down to 5 on the 24. Anthony to P.J. Tucker. Here's a chance from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. To Thompson. Goes to the right side. Curry knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Paul to Anthony. Fires the three, and Carmelo Anthony. Zero hesitation as he knocks down the three. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
DeMarcus knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Curry, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Paul into the front court. Trailing by 14. From the outside, no good. To Green. Missed it. How'd that not go down? With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Anthony. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's Cousins with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
To Thompson. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Anthony with a shot. That won't go. Thompson buries it.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Gordon. Green always looking for the steal. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Paul, defended by Steph Curry. Ooh, Chris Paul. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. The pass set it all up.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Warriors came away with the victory in this one. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Assists.
The Golden State Warriors showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
Steph Curry could not have been impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.